Valentina Tereshkova was born on March 6, 1937 in the small village of Maslenikova in central Russia. In 1939, when she was just 2 years old, Tereshkova's father was killed in action during the Russian and Finnish War, a part of World War II. Tereshkova was the middle of 3 children and was raised by her widowed mother. She worked around the house when she was a child and did all she could to help her mother support the family. Because of this, Tereshkova was unable to start attending school until the age of 8. She later dropped out at the age of 16 to work in a tire factory to help provide for her family.
At age 22, Tereshkova was persuaded by one of her friends to try parachuting after years of interest. She took her first leap on May 21, 1959, and soon discovered her passion for the extreme sport. Only 3 years later, Tereshkova had jumped an unprecedented 126 times and joined the Yaroslavo Air Sports Club.
In 1961, Tereshkova was contacted by the Soviet Union's official aerospace division with an offer to apply for a program to be the first woman sent into space. She was sought out because of her impressive parachuting experience, an invaluable skill as the cosmonauts had to eject from their capsules upon re-entry into Earth's atmosphere.
Tereshkova was selected along with 4 other potential cosmonauts for an extensive training course to prepare them for space travel. Their training focused on many aspects of space travel, such as extended solitude and time spent in zero and extreme gravity conditions, as well as physical fitness tests.
In the end, only 1 out of the 5 participants was able to be selected, and Tereshkova was chosen to be the first woman in space aboard the Vostok 6.
I was chosen because I exhibit most patriotism of my comrades and was most experienced in parachuting. I was very much influenced and inspired by Yuri Gagarin's journey into stars. And luckily, my love of skydiving gave me opportunity to make trip myself.
On June 16, 1963, the Vostok 6 launched, and Valentina Tereshkova made history as the first woman to leave Earth's atmosphere and enter space. Her cosmonaut call sign was Chaika, or Seagull, and she orbited Earth 48 times while spending just under 71 hours in space.
From the time she was a small child, Valentina Tereshkova was a patriot. In 1959, Tereshkova joined the Young Communist League, a stepping stone to the Communist Party. She firmly held to the communist beliefs of public property and equal opportunity, a quality that will later help her get selected to take the journey into space.
Communism enabled me to make trip due to equal opportunity platform for men and women.
In 1961, Tereshkova was admitted into the Communist Party, and she remained an active participant and supporter of the group from 1969 until 1991. She was part of the Central Committee of the Communist Party, an upper echelon of the Communist Party, and an integral part of the Soviet politics.
In 1966, she was appointed to the Supreme Soviet of the Soviet Union, the Parliament of Soviet Politics. In 1974, she was elected to the Presidium of the Supreme Soviet, a group tasked with presiding over government affairs while the Supreme Soviet was out of session.
Tereshkova also turned her focus towards international politics on behalf of the Communist Party and was a Soviet representative to the World Peace Council starting in 1966. She also attended the United Nations International Women's Year in Mexico City in 1975. Following the collapse of the USSR in 1991, Valentina Tereshkova lost her political positions, but later was elected the lower house of Russian politics, the State Duma, in 2011.
Tereshkova was a large proponent of the feminist movement and fought for social equality across the globe. From 1968 to 1987, Tereshkova served on the Soviet Women's Committee and was its leader starting in 1977. She was an outspoken champion of equal opportunity for women and frequently used her story of her flight aboard the Vostok 6 to inspire others and to convince them that women were just as capable as men in all fields and study of work. Tereshkova also attended multiple conferences focusing on women in society, such as the World Conference on Women in Copenhagen.
Valentina Tereshkova's career in aerospace and Soviet politics made her an important and influential female role model for women of all ages, and gave them a shining example of what they could achieve in life. She infiltrated a male-dominated field and found immeasurable success within it, demonstrating that women were capable of the same achievements and accomplishments that men were. Tereshkova's orbit around the Earth in 1963 was a pivotal moment in the fight for equal social standing among women, and her championing of women's rights in the years following made her a leading figure in the feminism movement that was beginning to take hold across the globe.